Again with you tonight at 5. Good evening, and thanks for being with us. I'm Jennifer Bellamy.
And I'm Faith Jesse. That ice is still lingering on some roads tonight, creating some dangerous conditions as you make your way out. We do have team coverage tonight, bringing you a look at what is happening on the roads right now, as well as the chaos from the aftermath of yesterday's winter storm. We want to kick things off with our Molly Oak tonight, who has been riding through Metro Atlanta. Molly, what are you seeing right now?
Hey guys, checking in from Rockdale County again. We want to give you a look at what some of the side roads look like. 'Cause we know that's where we've been seeing more of the issues, or hearing about more of the issues. The good news is we haven't been seeing too much ice really at all. We've been in Rockdale County. We were over in Stockbridge, well, Henry County as well. So kind of making our way around the area. And we want to show you what the roof looks like, just to give you a better perspective. We are seeing a little bit of issues when we go over bridges, because we know those are going to be colder than the rest of the roads, but nothing too major to report. There is a little bit of sludge on the side of the road. And just to give you a perspective of what the roads look like, check out what it looks like on our tires. Smooth sailing so far. Really the only issues that we have been seeing in our area is maybe a couple little patches of ice, but we didn't have any issues getting through them. And then we've seen people who left their cars yesterday and have not come back to grab them. That was an issue that we saw in Conyers earlier on Irwin Bridge Road Northwest. We saw probably 5 or 6 cars ditched on the side of the road. One car just ditched in the middle of the road, causing some jam ups. But other than that, things have been smooth sailing, and interstate's looking good as well. Guys.
Molly Oak live for us, a lot different than what we were seeing out there yesterday. Thank you so much for bringing us those updates. And a long stretch of cars abandoned after the winter storm. We've seen this all throughout Metro Atlanta as stranded drivers had to leave their cars and find another way home, some people having to walk home. You're taking a look at some of that video from our 11 Alive Sky Tracker over Gwinnett County.
And we are told that there were about 70 cars snuck on one road in Snellville. That's where we find 11 Alive's Erica Murphy. Erica, what can you tell us?
So we're here on Mink-Livesey Road near Britton Glade Trail, where dozens of cars were trapped because of the sheets of ice. I'm going to step aside because some of those cars are still here. Some drivers had to abandon their cars, but others had to sleep in those cars.
Stay off Mink-Livesey.
Brett Oakman says his GPS brought him down this road on his way home last night. He ended up having to leave his truck behind and walk about a mile to his house. Kimberly Fennell never made it home last night. She had to sleep in her car.
I was stuck on the road since 12 last night until 11:30 this morning.
Fennell says she was making her way home from work around midnight and got stuck.
Every road was like blocked. Cars was driving on the wrong side of the road. It was horrible. I just kept praying, kept my faith.
This morning, some Good Samaritans helped her get her car back on the road so she could finally get back to her house in Loganville.
I don't know what they call, but he got this traction on my tire. And also you told me about the car mat, put it under there, and it worked.
Now, we've been out here since 11 a.m. this morning, and I got to tell you, when we got out here, it was really treacherous. We couldn't even walk down the street because you might fall and, hurt yourself really badly. So what we did was we had to park about a mile away before we got to the scene that you see behind me. One of the bright spots here, though, is that all of the residents really seemed to wrap their arms around the people who were stuck in their cars and who actually had to sleep out here last night. One woman told us that a man did something to her car so that it could get some traction so she could get out of here. But she said also overnight some of the residents came out and gave her coffee and all kinds of snacks so that everyone would be as comfortable as they could be. Reporting from Snellville, Erica Murphy, 11 Alive News.
Always helps to give a little kindness, Erica. Thank you so much. Staying in Gwinnett County, police have responded to more than 1,800 calls for service. Of that, around 570 were crashes, and that includes about 8 police vehicles involved in accidents.
And we are keeping a close eye on your roads right now as you make your way home tonight. This first camera is taking a look in Clayton County. You can see a little bit of snow on the road. Most of it melted off. Traffic flowing smoothly there. Another one from I-75 North. Not too many cars on the road for this time, but it looks like it is smooth sailing.
All right, let's head over to our chief meteorologist, Chris Holcomb, for your 11 Alive weather impact forecast. Chris, we have been following along with you because you've been trying to get us ready for what we saw, and now we're hopefully on the tail end of everything.
And we want to get rid of all this stuff
Yes,
out there
we do.
right now. And we got to start that process today. Number one, the sunshine really helped us to kind of eat away at some of that snow and ice that was around. The other thing that helped was our temperatures actually went above freezing. Now, when you move above 32, when you're getting above the freezing point, that doesn't mean that it's all going to disappear immediately. But officially at Hartsfield-Jackson today, we went up to 35 degrees. That was after this low this morning in the mid-teens out there. So 35 felt a lot better than it did this morning. And with us getting back above freezing today, that ended the streak of temperatures consecutively at or below freezing. That started on Sunday evening, and then we've been 66 hours with temperatures at or below freezing. Now, as you know, this is a long duration freeze event. We could see pipes bursting. The problem is you may not know that your pipes have burst until your pipes thaw out. So as we go through the next few days, you may see some of the evidence of that, not only in your home, but also some of the water main breaks in our city, or water mains in our city. We'll have to watch for maybe some of those breaking as well. So even though we broke that streak, we are going back below freezing tonight. Here's a live look. This is our tower cam there at Circle 75 Office Park, 285 and 75. Traffic looking a lot better right now than it did yesterday when we had some of that snow coming down. So we're above freezing now, but we're going to go below freezing once again through the evening hours. And not only that, into the 20s, and by tomorrow morning down to about 20 degrees. I do think we'll get above freezing a little earlier tomorrow and stay above freezing a little longer, with temperatures in the upper 30s to near 40 degrees. Stay with us. We'll let you know if we see any encouraging signs of even warmer air in the 7-day outlook. We'll break that down coming up.
We are certainly hoping so, Chris. Thank you. Well, we want to take you live now to the world's busiest airport, where the improving weather conditions are having a positive impact. Security wait times have drastically dropped since this morning, following hundreds of cancellations and delays with winter weather across the southeast. 11 Live's Joe Ripley has been at the airport taking a look at the conditions. He's joining us now.
And Joe, you spoke to passengers who have experienced delays for hours. We know so many flights were canceled or delayed yesterday. What are you hearing from them today?
Well, some passengers are certainly frustrated, but they're doing a pretty good job of not showing it to me. You know, security wait times here at Hartsfield-Jackson have reduced significantly since yesterday and even this morning, and a lot of that had to do with a lot of passengers coming here 4 or 5 hours before their flight even took off, leading to a lot of those log jams in the security wait lines here. A number of TSA staff also called out today, according to a spokesperson there. That slowed down the security process. A majority of those call-outs were told were due to weather, so TSA had about 10 fewer lanes open this morning as a result. But wait times have gone from about 75 plus minutes earlier today down to 5 minutes or less across the board. That number has since ticked up since we've seen an uptick in passengers. Madison Fielding flew into Atlanta from Houston to see her brother, Ohio State kicker Jake Fielding, play in the national championship. She says the snow, though, in Houston is making it difficult for her and her family to get home.
The airport's closed, can't get in. None of the flights were getting in, they canceled everything. The airport was just shut down.
And Madison does say she is hopeful, grateful that her flight will take off at some point later today and she'll be able to get home. And in fact, we are tracking those delays and cancellations here at Hartsfield-Jackson. At last check, FlightAware was saying there were around 740 delays, 430 cancellations within, into, and out of Hartsfield-Jackson. Yesterday, that number was around 900 delays and around 340 cancellations. We're live here at Hartsfield-Jackson, Atlanta International Airport. I'm Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.